Here we go. Alright, welcome back to Lenz Comic Corner, classic less known classics. This is episode number 3084, Doubleshot number 2978. Yep. Yeah. This one we're discussing a two kind of mini series. One is Gambit and Bishop, Sons of the Atom. Which, of course, there is a Alpha One Shot, which they prelude this one. Yeah. Now, there is a Genesis One Shot, too, which all that is just reprints of all previous X-Men issues. And I think that they were done by... So, mostly put is basically a dream sequence related to, like, May Tomorrow Never Dies. Basically, the first appearance of this, well, they say mysterious symbiote, which they don't reveal what the heck thing is a little bit later. But this kind of starts off the whole thing of them, well, in a dream fighting Cyclops and Iceman, who apparently become bad guys. And then we debut the character's name, Labat Nor. Yep. And the whole thing is these two working together. And also, for some reason, Remy calls Bishop Cher. And it's probably because of his French accent he has. Bishop's like, fine, one thing, don't call me Cher. And at one point in the book, get this. So you have Bishop and Gambit eating at a diner with Strife. Yes. Which I'm like... So, then we have a supporting appearance by a character known as Witness, who apparently was supposed to be like an older version of Gambit, but was actually somebody else. Yeah, he appears just in this miniseries. He previously appeared in the Bishop Last X-Man series. And then after this miniseries wrapped up, he later got killed off in the 200th issue of X-Men 200. And then he came back in The Life and Times of Lucas Bishop. Yeah, probably a flashback. So basically, it just sees these two just going down the road, just have a little road trip with each other, having a lot of fun. Just, it's kind of like a buddy cop drama. You would think basically two characters. One, of course, both of them were, I think, both created by Jim Lee. Yes, I believe Jim Lee helped create this one. No. Bishop was created by John Byrne and Wallace Pacino. Gambit was created by Chris Claremont, Mike Collins, and Jim Lee. Yeah. And Cable himself shows in book 2. And this book apparently came out once every couple weeks. Oh, and Lebanor. Yeah, he's first named, this creature is named issue number 5. The final issue, the penultimate issue of the book. And keep this book is only 6 issues. And by the end of the book, Stripe apparently dies, but don't worry, he comes back. He somehow does. And the creature Lebanor dies, but comes back. Yeah, it comes back in the Resurrection of Magneto miniseries. You're like, really? Yes, really. It comes back in this book for reasons, to say the least. Yeah, relatively very minor character in the X-Men comics, and he comes back here. But what I think overall this miniseries, it's okay. I think Lobdell and Joe Pruitt do an excellent job with the writing wise. It's a funny miniseries. Plus, you have artwork here like by J.H. Williams the third, who is awesome, by the way. And if you're really curious, did he do all the covers for Gambit and Bishop? He did. He pretty much did the entire miniseries plus the Genesis one-shot. Yeah. I'm going to give the book roughly a... I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. But next time, basically, I talk about Gambit, it'll be his fourth and final volume to discuss. I've already discussed volume 5 and 6 already, so... Yeah. Next up, basically, we have is Rogue Volume 2. Which was released from the same thing this miniseries was. Released in 2001. Written by Fenora Avery. It is mostly put just a quick mini-series for Rogue. It's probably the icon stuff, and the writer for Avery, this is the first thing she wrote after she wrote the annual for Kenny X-Men in 2000, and then she did the 2001 annual for Peter Parker Spider-Man, and then she wrote some issues of Amazing Spider-Man, did issue 55, 56 Amazing Volume 2, 503 to 505 of Amazing Spider-Man. Well, according to JMS, I believe this woman was the creator of Arena. Yeah, she created Arena. Even did pretty much her entire brief ongoing series. And then she left the company. Once the final issue came out, she was gone. No, seriously. Heck, even Arena's next appearance was written by her. Nope. It's like, yeah, she does these books here, which, not they're bad. The Icons book is interesting. It's part of the whole Icon stuff, with which also included Nightcrawler, Cyclops, Chamber, and this book. It is mostly put just Rogue exploring herself throughout this miniseries. No Gambit here. Yeah, one of the rare times you have a Rogue book and no Gambit. It is just Rogue on her own. Just a quick little slow book for her. It's a pretty interesting miniseries, just her exploring herself. Aside from this actually, now unlike the previous volume of the book, which was published in the 1990s. Oh, in case you're curious, who wrote the first volume of this book? Howard, the awesome Howard Mann wrote this book, and it was amazing. I thought it was an amazing book. This volume is interesting to say the least, but at least the writer herself does better stuff after this. It's okay. Gonna give the book roughly also a 8 out of 10. But next time I talk about this book, well, it's on to Rogue's third and last volume ever released for the character. And this is gonna be interesting. Plus, one thing I love this book, I love the covers here by Raphael Minori. I've been talking about basically this book and their point. Because this book is quite interesting. Yes. So, one thing also about this book, of the 3 volumes for Rogue, it is, like I said, it's the only one not to feature Gambit in any of the issues. Which, normally put, he's usually a supporting character in his books. Her books, excuse me. Yes. But this book, no. Not really. I think the Icon stuff was an interesting idea, but yeah, it's just okay. So the only ones I have reviewed so far, I read the Chamber one was interesting. I liked the Chamber one. Nightcrawler was just basically when he was not with the X-Men. Is basically this Rogue book kind of the same thing? Yes. Also in the book, she is. I should point out though, she was not part of the new X-Men roster at this point in time. She was part of Extreme X-Men. Yes. Also, the book was drawn by Aaron Lepsey. Which, even though you don't have, like, a big-name writer, at least Aaron Lepsey is a big-name artist. I've met Aaron Lepsey. He's an amazing artist. When I met him, he was working on Wonder Woman. Yep. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about this book. Um, yeah, but like I said, there's only one more Rogue book left to go, and then she's done. Gambit, however, well, actually no, there actually is one in Rogue book aside from Volume 3. Yes, there is Rogue Savage Land. Yep, I've covered practically, with the exception of Rogue Volume 3 Rogue Savage Land, just about every single Rogue series to date. Yep. So all that's left to go now, just Rogue Volume 3 and Rogue Savage Land. Well, in the case of Rogue Savage Land, I can't review that just yet for review-wise, for the simple reason it's not been collecting trade paperback yet. Yeah, that's simply the reason for it. Mm-hmm. Would I review if it was? Oh, yes, definitely. Mm-hmm. Alright, so that's pretty much a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. So, I'll see you in the next video, which will be Blue Exorcist. Bye.